This map highlights a string of over 40 distinct crime scenes recorded between 1993 and 2009 across Germany, Austria, and France. Every location pointed back to a single suspect, a woman identified only by a perfectly matching DNA signature. 6 of those locations were the sites of violent murders. Witnesses occasionally reported seeing a woman fleeing these areas, but they could never describe her features. The European press quickly seized on the mystery, dubbing her the woman without a face. Despite leaving a massive forensic footprint, her identity was a total blank. Her genetic profile did not match anyone in any police database. Forensic labs across 3 countries were tracking a suspect who, in reality, only existed as a data point in a laboratory computer. In 2007, the case reached a breaking point in Heilbronn, Germany. Police officer Michelle Kiesewetter was shot and killed, and the mysterious woman's DNA was found at the scene. She became known as the Phantom of Heilbronn. The German government launched a massive response, forming a special investigative unit called the Parkplatz Task Force to scour the region. As the search yielded no results, authorities escalated the stakes, offering a €300,000 reward for any information leading to her capture. Traditional human detective work had stalled. Law enforcement agencies were now placing their entire budget and faith into tracking this single strand of DNA. But when you look closely at the compiled evidence, the suspect's behavior makes zero psychological or criminological sense. This scale visualizes the erratic crimes. On one side, her traces on a teacup after a murder. On the other, DNA on cookie crumbs from a caravan. Contradictions piled up. The same signature appeared on a toy gun, a syringe, and a transport car. Then there is this glaring geographical anomaly. While the Phantom committed crimes aggressively across 3 nations, she left the German state of Bavaria completely untouched. The forensic evidence demanded that police believe in an omnipresent supercriminal whose behavioral profile was logically impossible for a single human being. The situation completely changed in March 2009 when investigators processed a routine forensic swab collected from a male refugee. The male refugee's DNA was a direct match for the female Phantom of Heilbronn. That impossible result forced the police to ask if their entire system was flawed. The Phantom of Heilbronn was a byproduct of a massive multinational forensic contamination error. Investigators traced the DNA back to a medical supply factory in Latvia. This facility manufactured the specific cotton swabs used by the police forces collecting the evidence. A female factory worker had been handling the raw cotton swabs without wearing gloves, effectively preloading the tools with her own DNA before they ever reached a crime scene. This immediately explained the Bavarian geographic anomaly. The regional police department in Bavaria never found the Phantom's DNA because they purchased their swabs from a completely different brand. The most feared serial killer in modern European history was accidentally created by a factory worker's bare hands. The €300,000 international hunt evaporated overnight because law enforcement spent years chasing a phantom. The real perpetrators behind 40 crime scenes and 6 murders were shielded by the contamination. Investigators trusted the microscopic data so absolutely that they ignored the macroscopic illogic of the crimes. DNA profiling is an exact science, but it remains dependent on the human supply chain that creates, transports, and uses the tools. This over-reliance on DNA as an infallible diagnostic tool prevented investigators from questioning the obvious flaws in their evidence. The Phantom of Heilbronn was never lurking in the shadows. She was hiding on the very tools detectives held in their hands.